I used to think porn was just harmless fun. But after suffering from its effects, I realized it's a serious public health issue. If you have clicked on this video, then you will probably agree that quitting porn is not just a personal choice, but a necessary step towards a healthier, more respectful society. This video delves into the profound reasons behind this crucial decision, drawing from real-life experiences and societal observations. We'll explore the psychological, emotional, and even spiritual implications of consuming pornographic content, examining how what might start as a harmless exploration can quickly morph into a force that distorts our perceptions of intimacy, connection, and respect. This isn't just about the battle against a pervasive digital phenomenon. It's about understanding and reclaiming a part of ourselves that may have been lost or altered in the digital age. After this video, you will not have the desire to ever watch porn again. So let's get into the reasons why you need to stop consuming pornographic content today. 1. The profound impact on personal fantasies. One of the primary reasons to consider quitting porn is its substantial impact on personal fantasies. Pornography often introduces elements of anger and violence into one's private thoughts. This intrusion alters and frequently disturbs the very nature of an individual's desires. Such changes are not merely deviations from one's true self. They are impositions of aggressive and harmful imagery. This can lead to long-lasting psychological effects, including the normalization of aggression in intimate settings. The fantasy world created by pornography often stands in stark contrast to the healthy expression of sexual desires, fostering expectations and desires that are disconnected from reality and mutual respect. Furthermore, porn's impact extends to altering one's perception of what is desirable or acceptable in the sexual context. This shift can lead to dissatisfaction with real-life sexual experiences and relationships, as they may not align with the unrealistic scenarios depicted in pornographic material. 2. Unraveling the concept of porn as filmed prostitution. A deeper understanding reveals that porn essentially represents filmed prostitution. The etymology of the word pornography, stemming from porn, meaning prostitute, and graphia, meaning documentation, underscores this reality. Recognizing that prostitution is often not a voluntary choice, but a result of distress and adversity, it becomes clear that consuming pornography indirectly contributes to the demand for an industry that is deeply rooted in exploitation and abuse. This realization is pivotal in understanding the ethical implications of consuming porn. Every view or click on a pornographic video translates to tacit support for an industry that capitalizes on human suffering and exploitation. The moral responsibility thus shifts to the consumer, who plays an unwitting role in perpetuating this cycle of exploitation. 3. Gaining insights from volunteering experiences. Having worked with men and women involved in prostitution, some of whom are victims of human trafficking, provides a sobering perspective on the harsh realities of the sex industry. These experiences, garnered from volunteering in brothels, on the streets, and in various outreach programs, reveal the grim and oppressive conditions that are a far cry from the glamorized portrayal of sex work in pornography. Such volunteering experiences often involve heart-wrenching encounters with individuals whose lives have been marred by exploitation. The stories of these individuals can be deeply moving and troubling, challenging the common perception of the sex industry as a consensual and harmless field. Instead, one learns of the coercion, abuse, and psychological trauma that many involved in prostitution endure, further reinforcing the disconnect between the reality of sex work and its portrayal in pornography. 4. Porn's distorted definition of sexuality. Pornography not only offers a warped view of what is considered sexual, but also constructs a reality where sexual encounters are predominantly about power dynamics, often skewed towards male domination and the subordination of women. This portrayal is far removed from the principles of healthy, consensual, and respectful sexual relationships, where mutual pleasure and equality are paramount. In porn, sexual arousal is frequently linked with acts of aggression and dominance, which can distort viewers' understanding of what constitutes normal, healthy sexual interaction. This misrepresentation can lead to unrealistic expectations and pressure to perform or experience sex in ways that may not align with personal comfort or boundaries, potentially leading to unsatisfying or even harmful sexual experiences in real life. Think about it, what does the prevalence of violent fantasies on behalf of so many people tell you about the state of societal consciousness? 5. The misrepresentation in mainstream porn. Mainstream pornography, often deemed less extreme, typically depicts sexual encounters devoid of genuine human connection, lacking touch, affection, or intimacy. This portrayal is a far cry from the authentic human desires for closeness, vulnerability, and emotional connection that characterize real-life sexual experiences. The focus in mainstream porn is often on the physical act of sex itself, with little to no emphasis on the emotional and relational aspects that are integral to human sexuality. This narrow depiction serves to reinforce a narrative that sex is solely a physical performance, rather than a holistic experience encompassing physical, emotional, and relational dimensions. 6. Personal journey of realization. Quitting porn is often part of a personal journey towards understanding and reconnecting with one's authentic sexual desires and preferences. This process involves recognizing how pornography can hijack and reshape one's fantasies, replacing the desire for genuine human connections with a barrage of violent and aggressive imagery. This can make it challenging to engage in healthy sexual thoughts or to visualize intimate scenarios that are respectful and mutually satisfying. The journey involves unlearning these distorted images and reorienting towards a sexuality that is rooted in reality, mutual respect, and genuine affection. 7. The societal impact of pornography. Pornography's influence extends beyond the individual, having significant societal implications. It shapes cultural perceptions and behaviors, especially among younger generations who are still forming their understanding of sexuality. Porn often promotes unhealthy and unrealistic standards of sexual interaction, contributing to a distorted view of sex and relationships. It plays a role in the objectification and commodification of bodies, reinforcing harmful gender stereotypes and power dynamics. This societal influence can lead to a broader acceptance of unhealthy sexual norms and behaviors, impacting interpersonal relationships and societal attitudes towards sex and gender roles. 8. The need for change. Addressing the harmful impacts of pornography necessitates a shift in societal discourse towards promoting emotionally safe sex. This approach advocates for sexual experiences where respect, equality, and genuine connection are central. Emotionally safe sex is about moving away from power dynamics that prioritize one partner's desires over the other's comfort and consent. It involves fostering an environment where sex is a mutually enjoyable and respectful experience, free from coercion, objectification, and unrealistic expectations. Quitting porn is a crucial step towards regaining control over personal sexual desires and contributing to positive societal change. It involves breaking the cycle of silence and misinformation surrounding sex and sexuality. By turning away from pornography, individuals not only protect their mental and emotional well-being but also reject supporting an industry built on exploitation and objectification. This video invites viewers to continue this important conversation, share experiences, and collaborate towards building a society where sexuality is grounded in respect, consent, and genuine human connections. Remember, if it's free, there's something else they're taking.